Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Major 3.
Yes.
So yeah, we continue where we left off, in the first part of this week's recording. So, Bleal, you had just had Zombie make a roll off camera on Careful. So, and you were going to, let us know what the result of that was? Or maybe you weren't.
Yeah. You guys are actually starting to get to Wilmington, since it's not that long of a drive. Well, then again, you've probably been driving for an hour or two already.
That's true.
Regardless. But, yeah. So you finally got past border crossing. You're starting to make it there, as everyone's preparing to finally stretch their legs when they're out of here and probably do something other than sit around and talk about the Constitution and their conspiracies.
Yeah.
Malvolio, you find a piece of blue cloth that was wedged in your wheelchair. You don't know when, but yeah, it has your initials on it, which obviously means that it was for you.
He turns it over in his hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you going to check if there's a message in there?
Like I said, he turns it over in his hands, so yeah.
Oh, shit. It says, "Meet me tonight alone."
He keeps looking to see if there's more.
No location, no time.
Hold on. There might be some fine text here. Let me look into my into my computer files real quick. Oh, okay. So you pull out your magnifying glass, your trusty handy notebook, and you find some,
Malvolio puts on his monocle.
Yeah, you
My word.
he puts on his monocle and his top hat.
British class feature.
Yeah, as everyone knows, it increases your IQ. Well, he also puts on the theme song to Rick and Morty, and he can see it finally. And it says, "I will find you where you sleep."
Well, I'm not exactly meeting them then, am I? They're meeting me.
Right.
Okay.
It's a
Does
clock.
it have time?
It says tonight. Doesn't have a specific time. So I imagine it's when you all of y'all go to sleep.
This is the most useful note I've ever seen.
Malvolio.
See, now look what you've done.
Look what you did. You done fucked up.
You've
done goofed.
You done goof, boy. Alright, so yeah, as we're pulling into Williamsburg though,
Williamsburg. Shit.
What?
Now you're making it Wilmington. You're missing me.
Okay.
Wilmington. Anyone who lives in Wilmington, shout out.
Shout out to my Wilmington peeps.
Shout out to whoever lives in Wilmington.
Yeah, and sorry to everyone who lives in Williamsburg. I made a mistake. We were not
Or
shouting out
William
to you.
said.
I'm not shouting out to any of you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But
Yeah,
if you want us to feature Williamsburg in future
it's gonna
videos.
happen. It's gonna happen eventually.
$10,000 patron goal.
Your town will be the location of the next RPG.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good one. It's too bad no one's going to.
No one. Yeah, I know, but that's fine. Anyway, so yeah, as we are playing in, MCA, kind of says to Sunny, "Hey, yeah, if you want to talk,
Yeah, let's go out. Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm
kidding. Come on, yeah, let's go.
So forward.
I imagine you find a parking space somewhere. That's
Yeah,
probably
we'll find like a roofed parking lot, and like slip into.
You
the
find it
sheds.
hard. You did end up having to at least fold the folding chair and the umbrella down so it doesn't actually wedge itself against the roof of this.
Oh yeah, Natch.
Yeah.
I was more making a thing about like where me and Sunny are gonna go as like a reference to Deep Throat, but
Oh,
yeah, we'll meet up
wow.
someplace secluded.
The God damn it! Stop.
It's not a asexual thing. God damn it!
You
Deep Throat.
keep on saying
it's a
it.
conspiracy theory.
It's
Okay,
a reference to Deep Throat.
Deep Throat
Let's
was-
go out into something really dark in these
you do
alleyways.
realize that before Deep Throat was a porno, it was the name of the guy who like blew the whistle on
Deep
Richard
Throat isn't a
Nixon.
porno. It's just a sex act.
Deep
No, it
Deep
isn't.
Throat was named after the movie.
Yeah, Deep Throat
Not-
Yeah,
was
so
named
it's
after
a
the
porno
movie.
first.
Cover.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
Deep
it
Throat
was the
named
porno.
after
It was a
yeah.
porno first.
But it's
and
also the
then,
name of the guy who was the fucking the guy who blew the whistle on Richard Nixon in Watergate. He's the guy who tipped off the press about Richard Nixon's shady behavior.
His name was
It's also a
Deep Throat.
character.
Yes,
in it.
Deep Throat.
Well, they called him
What a
Deep Throat because they
what
couldn't
a-
reveal the name
what
of the
a-
source.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a sad, what a sad last name.
It's almost as good
It
as
wasn't like a real name. It was his code name. His code name was Deep Throat.
Oh, was his name also Richard? Dick Deep Throat?
Oh God. No.
Dick Deep? Is that?
I forgot his name, but I used to know.
Okay, he's also on the X Files. The fucking guy Deep Throat was the name of like the person who was like the whistleblower on the government conspiracy. The point is, it's a fucking It's a fucking conspiracy name. God damn it!
Anyway,
Fucking don't make it a
so,
weird sex thing.
So
Okay,
Dick Deep
so
is that thing. Anyway,
MCA and Sunny are meeting up, are they?
Yeah.
yes,
yeah,
every one of you see them exit the vehicle and kind of go in a direction that you're not.
As MCA is sort of walking past Navoli's like setting himself back in his wheelchair, and he's starting to wheel off and goes, "Oh, you two are heading off somewhere?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna go have a little word.
Do you mind if I join you?
MCA looks at Sunny.
Up to you,
Sure.
kid.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Mel's all right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go grab a bite to eat.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. A bit awkward. Does Olivia come with, or did he?
Olivia's going to stay or go with the group that is going to be attacked by the stand user.
Okay, so she's staying with the rest of the group then. No.
Okay.
No. Joke's on you. The real enemy were the real enemy.
The friends we
is-
made along the way.
The real enemy were the friends. That would be a
Poor
perfect
Edward.
for this. The real enemy were the friends that ever made along the way. Everyone's the big bad. But regardless, where's the rest of you going to go?
I don't know. Let's see. What's in Wilmington?
Yeah.
Wilmington is the place home to very short roofs,
Ooh.
which is exactly why the border crossing had all the shit. There's some weird standardization going on.
Is this Wilmington in California?
No, it's on the East Coast.
So North Carolina, then.
Yes. You were in South Carolina in the
At
last
the beginning, and now we moved to North Carolina.
last session. Almost an episode, but that was literally 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's known as a gateway to Cape Fear Coast.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, weird beaches and shit.
We should go
Yeah,
get
let's
fish
go
then.
get-
This is like a fishing city.
No, yeah, you can totally go get
Fish.
fish on like a waterfront restaurant if you wanted to.
We go eat some crabs.
Yeah, unless you're allergic, Malvolio, since
Hmm.
you're.
Probably. Yeah, the mercury in the fish actually makes him sick, so he can't actually
Well,
eat the fish.
Well, chef fish doesn't have the mercury
Oh, there you
in
go.
it. I think.
Yeah, so we'll get
But
a crab.
many people are allergic to crabs specifically, so dependent on that. But regardless, the rest of you could go fishing if you want, or do things.
yeah. Edward's gonna look over at Lee and
Huh.
like shrug. It's
They
like,
have nice boating areas. I mean, you might go searching to see if there's anyone that you can actually take the note from, since
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
something that we need to get ourselves
Yeah.
on, because now it is no longer within the grace period, and we're behind as far as getting notes acquired.
yeah, you're you're already like approaching the 1/4 mark on the race specifically. So
oh,
it's
jeez.
in terms of the distance of the race.
Yeah.
So you might want to.
Am I up and get
Like
some
the other
notes?
thing that we should do is we should actually find. Well, no, we were going to get out of the city and find a campground to go ahead and pull up for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, going to start.
So you
So
could
no
make
one
as
else has
much
anything,
commotion
we should
as you
start.
want, and then go hiding.
Yeah,
Just,
it's true.
just great.
Hidden fade.
Go rob a bank. Kill some babies.
I think more like fighting other stand users, but sure, we could also
kill some stand
Fine.
babies.
baby evil.
Nonsense! You don't kill
Yeah.
stand babies. You feed them shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Anyway.
Ryder, find some of these enemies. You might actually be able to crack open this whole conspiracy thing that you've been
Yeah, sure. And
conspiring about.
let's go see if we can find something, Lee.
Yeah.
I could
Let's
use
go
that.
investigating.
Edward, do you like nice walks on the beach?
He always loves a nice walk on the beach.
Good. Then you're going with the rest of them on a nice walk on the beach.
But
Meanwhile-
he wasn't offered the nice walk on the beach by the other party, I think.
Too bad you can offer it to them. Gosh.
Jason
If he
After
wants
all,
to
you
split
got
the
all those
party,
damn green eyes.
we all want to split the party, Baloo. Let us split the party.
I am.
Sure,
How
let's go.
How
Let's go.
split is it supposed to be?
I don't know what party you're talking about, like going walking on the beach with. There's
Whatever. I don't. Whatever. We're gonna start with the Sunny and an MCA and Cripple Joe
Yes.
going out for a bite to eat. Well, and then we'll cut to y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever.
We'll have had a chance to figure it out.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
So yeah.
Ugh.
We
Okay.
go to a crab
So
place.
You,
and
you
get
go
some
to
crab.
this nice. Yeah, it's called Miller's Crab Shack.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so order a big thing of crabs. Big red tasty fuckers, and start to crack them open. So so Sonny.
Okay, roll me a disease check.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
So Sonny,
Uh-huh.
what you want to say?
Okay, well, do you know of, excuse me for a moment while I go to the bathroom.
Take your time.
And she stands up and slides a napkin towards MCA.
Yeah, she takes it, moves to dab at her get some food on her lip with it and reads whatever is written on it.
Malvolio notices this very obvious secret message
Yeah.
exchange.
Yeah.
It said, well, Malvolio, since MCA is probably not looking at it very, very secretly.
Yeah.
It does say, "Meet me in the little girl's room."
And she looks at Malvolio.
Malvolio just looks at MCA and says, "Look, if you didn't want me here, I just could have said."
Look, I don't care. I think she's a little bit worried about stuff. Kids been lied to a lot recently. You want to sit tight for a minute? I promise I'll fill you in. I feel like we probably should try being a little bit more upfront with each other, at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So hold tight.
I understand.
Yeah,
I can
hold
wait.
tight. Yeah, all right. Thanks, man. She gets up.
Does
And,
Malvolio not get any? Does he only do water at restaurants?
I mean, what else is there? Juice? Maybe? Yeah, I guess he only does water.
he
He's
gets some
probably the bread.
The
nutritional
sparkling
paste.
water.
But yeah, okay. MCA
He gets
goes
a nice sparkling water.
Sparkling water 2 degrees Celsius below room temperature. just to piss people off.
Perfect. So,
He's got a
yeah.
pocket
The water
thermometer
just
that
cost you
tests
an
the
extra
water.
$2, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
And it's only because of the Celsius part, not because if you use Fahrenheit, it would have been fine. But yeah, MCA gets into the bathroom. She's pulled aside into a stall.
Yeah, like, okay, no need to
Hey,
pull.
I know. I just have. Okay. MCA, right?
Yeah.
All
That's what they
right.
call me.
I have not been completely truthful about everything.
She like lifts her sunglasses up, and goes, really?
Yeah, I
Sunglasses
know.
indoors.
She's not taken her sunglasses off once in front of anyone else at this point.
Okay.
Like, even at night, she has not taken her sunglasses off.
Isn't that funny how everyone has sunglasses too? Man, what a group with no secrets still. Everyone's wearing big suits with little earpieces, and they're walking around. No, there's nothing to see here.
Nothing to
I'm
see
not,
here.
I'm not a secret agent. It's
Yeah,
fine.
like she lifts her sunglasses, and it's the first time she's actually done so. She has actually rather startling eyes, which is kind of like, oh yeah, but yeah, she says, okay, what is it though?
Okay, okay. Have you heard of techniques? Have you heard of techniques?
While we wait, I'm having flashbacks to Madison bullying that one girl in the toilet.
I remember that now. Fuck.
It's on you. Wait. Oh God, Joan. Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
poor Joan.
Poor Joan.
Although then again, it wasn't Madison doing a thingy. She was just asking her questions.
Yeah, but in a weird, intimidating way, where she was
That's
like doing
true.
the pattress squat on the top of the toilet while Joan had her head
Oh,
on
yeah.
the toilet bowl.
I forgot. Oh no.
Oh god. So yeah, but yeah, no, like so. Oh lord. But yeah, no. So like yeah, MCA takes her glasses off and rubs the bridge of her nose and yeah, like she's got like these very pretty blue gray eyes and she looks at Sunny and says, "Okay, what specific technique are you talking about?"
Okay. Well, who am I kidding? You're already part of the order.
She actually like her eyes just like open wide, like, "Excuse me?"
Whatever. Do you know the Hamon?
Yeah, I do. I'm not really good at it, but I know of it.
Okay, have you heard of something called the method?
Yeah, I have actually.
All right.
God.
Well then, I don't know what to say, but
Do you think? Wait. Do you think Malvolio here has it? His sister certainly did.
no, God damn it! I want to teach you it.
You want to what? Oh,
Teach you the method.
Sonny, listen.
I could just imagine someone in the stall next to them going, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, listen, I'm not an actor. I don't really have the talent for it. I
No,
don't.
anyone can learn it. It's easy. Just okay. Okay. Look at this roll of toilet paper.
Okay.
It's gone.
Yeah.
See, now it's in the toilet.
What the heck? Holy shit! How the
Method.
fuck do you do that?
Method.
God damn. It's insane.
I can't act for shit, but yeah.
I always thought it was a talent you had to pick up by being able to act in the first place.
No, not at all. It's piss easy. I mean, there's some acting, but it's piss easy. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to teach it to me, I'd be perfectly happy to learn it.
Yeah. Now I wish I didn't throw the toilet paper in the toilet.
Yeah, MTA generally pulls the roll out and tosses it to the side. Yeah, that's probably not going to go over well.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? I'll explain it here, and then you can try it out there. Just try not to be super noticeable. Right?
She nods and holds her hands up.
Okay,
sure.
so the idea of the method is that it's a I'm sorry, I'm not a great teacher with this. This is yeah. So give me a moment there. Okay. The method is a technique that needs that requires you to build tension in order to do things, right?
Yeah. So. Right.
So the way you tap into that tension is, I mean, it kind of feels weird. Just, kind of separate yourself from another, like become the method. Like some other stupid sci-fi movie garbage.
I can try. Okay. How should I do this?
Okay, so, oh god, this is gonna be gross. She takes up the the wet toilet paper and then she's like, okay, so what you need to do is when there's tension, you can build some tension in your body or whatever, but think of it like a movie, right?
Right. So
think of it like a movie. If there's like a car crash or something, there's like tension in the air.
Tension in the drama, right? And then channel that.
And you channel that into like your fingies,
right?
And into the object that you want to do it on. What I used it for there was one of the more basic things that you could do called a plot launch. It's it's like teleporting almost.
That's
in a straight line.
I see. So, okay, all right. Well, I do want to learn more about this. This is actually extremely interesting, but we probably shouldn't leave Malvolio sitting out there on his own. I know. I don't want to do that either. I was just not confident enough to say no to him, so sorry. Ooh. He is a bit of a cutie, isn't he?
Please get out.
I
need to actually use the bathroom.
Yeah, and MCA leads the thing, like kind of smiling and like walks over to Malvolio's table.
How Malvolio realizes that there's pretty much no way he can ask how was your bathroom trip in a non-awkward way, so he tries to change the subject. The meal was delicious. I hope your food isn't cold though.
Oh, yeah. Here, she takes a piece and pops her mouth. That's good. Malvolio. Actually, this is fantastic. Like internally, she's like, actually, you know what? I want to try out this power, so just gonna have to generate a little bit of tension first.
Oh no!
So she
do it.
Looks at Malvolio and picks up a piece of crab, like a crab leg, and says, "So I was just talking to someone who talked to your dead sister." today.
Breaks out into a coughing fit.
I'm gonna try to teleport this crab leg.
Okay. Roll.
What am I rolling?
Well,
What calls one?
since you just said that out loud, I'm just gonna say maybe a flashy.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh
Just
my god.
total.
Nice. Okay, so that's going to be a total of +2 +1, so 3.
Okay. So, you want to teleport the crab where exactly?
I am teleporting the crab, basically just like flinging it. Just like, phew,
Okay.
just to see if I can do it.
Yeah, you teleport it and you teleport it into Malvolio's lap while he's like going, what the fuck is going on? What?
It's joking.
Malvolio's coughing fit continues for a few seconds, and he puts a napkin to his mouth and wipes it away. There's a bit of crab meat that he's coughed up with a little bit of blood. And he goes, I've dropped some in my lap. And he picks it up and puts it in that piece in the napkin as well.
All right. So, yeah, of course.
Who? What?
A friend of mine was with her in Quad City. The two of them still talk, every couple of days.
Every couple of days?
Yeah, she just smiles pleasantly. Nods.
Madison is dead.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What is this person's name?
Allison.
God damn it, I knew it.
Your sister and her friend's uncle, they live together now. Well, not live, but they're in limbo, shall we say, together.
Limbo? What? Does this mean... Are you saying there's an afterlife?
Well, there might be. I'm a little unclear on the details, but apparently there's a watch involved and a whole lot of tapes of your dad's movies. Also, from what I've heard, your sister's gotten a bit anxious over the years.
He's staring at his platter of crab with intense focus. I'd imagine so. It has been 5 years. What is this person's phone number? Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it. She flips open her flip phone and gets her contacts slowly. Yeah, it's right here. And she slowly writes it down.
Malvolio starts immediately typing it out on his phone.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, she actually is like she's holding it like on a napkin, like halfway across the table, like.
Right, so he can't reach it.
Yeah. It says, "I actually, this is a pretty momentous occasion for you, and I don't want to ruin it with, petty commerce. But there's one thing I want to know about that you might be able to help me with." Since I'm going to be real helpful with you right now.
Of course. What do you want?
I want to know everything you know about a man named Blue Skies.
The room gets cold.
Malvolio, with his phone in his hand, flipped open. So that's how it is. Mm.
She nods and pushes the napkin a little bit further forward. I'm fair. You tell me a little bit, I'll give you the number. Once you know it's good, we continue with the rest of the story.
To save us some time, tell me how much you know.
I know that he's been getting his dirty little fingers in a whole lot of pies, that he's been, infiltrating various organizations. She taps her arm and actually kind of pushes up her sleeve a little bit to show that in the middle of her fake military toes, there's a real tattoo of a lobster.
He's stolen 30 pies. That's 3 tens.
That's terrible.
And that's terrible.
Oh, he stuck his thumb in all the pies.
Yeah,
They're delicious pies.
Yeah,
Even the cherry ones.
Yeah, she taps the lobster tattoo and says, including one that's very near and dear to my heart. I know that he's has some sort of that he had something to do with the death of your sister and the and a number of events surrounding the terrible things that happened in Quad City. And I know that he's involved in whatever's going on now with this race.
I see. Don't tell anyone else
My lips are sealed.
that you know of this blue sky. At the mere mention of his name, an entire city will lose their memories.
That actually like she goes from kind of like covering her reactions with like yeah, whatever, blah blah, to actually looking like genuinely kind of shocked at that and is like, he's that powerful.
One of the few things I remember is that he has the ability to remove memories from people's minds after, as long as he has knowledge that the memory exists, of course.
Of course.
It is only a human drawback of his power. It was several years ago at this point that he turned against someone he worked with. And Madison, my sister, just swore to hunt him down for hurting people close to her. He wasn't a bad man. He was scared. Malvolio's hands are like clearly shaking.
Yeah.
Scared of the work he had done and scared of what was to come, but he was foolish. He couldn't see the bigger picture, and so he turned against everyone.
I see. And what happened to him then? He's still clearly active. Yeah, of course.
He is, but
Oh.
how could you hope to get a trace on him when, as I said, all mentions of him, not only memories, but written word, digital information, it is entirely erased.
I understand.
I'm just imagining him using, just pecking on the keyboard, blue sky, and then Control A, delete.
Delete
all of it. It's ingenious.
Yeah. So MCA nods slowly and says, "That would make sense." All right, I have more questions, but first, your side. And she slides the napkin the rest of the way over to Malvolio. The two women who are still in contact with your sister are Jacqueline and Allison. They probably won't be able to actually get you in touch with her since technology doesn't exactly cross over that way, but at the very least maybe they can help you to arrange a visit, or well, I'm sure you can work out something.
First, I have to find out how they're managing to do this.
That is something that I'm very curious about myself, but Jacqueline, who is the person who has the closer connection to the other resident, is I'd call her tight-lipped, but it's not really so much that as much as I just genuinely don't think she sees any particular reason to be particularly civil with anyone who's, that or she just doesn't have any emotions. Well, either way, good luck talking with her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Malvolio's going to make the call immediately, but if you want to jump
call,
over to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that. So, y'all are going through this town. So, you know how you know how Edward is like, oh man, maybe there's a sandy beach, just nice sandy beach, soft lapping of of sand.
Yeah.
Think of that. Think of that idea, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hard cut to what it actually is.
Oh no.
It's like cloudy, even though it's summer. It's a rocky beach, just complete rocks, the hard lapping waves against it. I mean, there's like a pier with what looks to be some kind of fair going on, but still like hard lapping stuff. You're kind of walking on this paved path next to it. Water occasionally splashes over on you. It's not great. Not fun.
This sucks.
You were the one who said that you wanted to walk on the beach.
I thought of a nicer beach.
Uh,
Oh look,
Didn't know it
hypodermic
was
needles.
this shitty out here.
Edward, don't step on them.
What?
Don't step on.
He grabs you by the shoulder and yanks you back. Hypodermic needles.
Jesus.
I think we were in Jersey.
Is Elaine here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
Well, then Olivia will also be here since there's no reason for her to stay up there.
Well, yeah. Makes sense.
I'm used to Chicago. I'm not used to like this. I'm used to big cities. This is weird. Normally, when you find needles like that, they're in trash cans or far off. They're not.
Or in the
on
parts of the
coast.
city you don't go to.
I've gone to that side of the city enough. I don't like it, but I do.
That's where the work is for you.
Pretty much.
Look, there's like a fair going on the pier over there.
Yeah, I see it.
Why don't we go over there?
Yeah, it's better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you climb up stairs to actually get on the pier, and it's pretty nice. I mean, a little bare, not too many people in there, but there's quite a few little attractions. There's a actual a Ferris wheel going on. The guy with snow cone machine. It's awesome. Edward's got a little bit of a sleepy foot.
Okay.
Yeah. When your leg has got the
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
yeah, it feels like he's falling asleep. His foot is falling asleep.
He's like trying to shake it out, but
Yeah.
like does nothing.
It's still
and-
very
and-
uncomfortable.
Yeah. What's going on? It's weird. Thought my foot would be awake after walking on the beach rather than it now.
Oh lord, did you actually step on a hypodermic I didn't spot? Oh, that's
I'm wearing boots!
They can go through boots sometimes. Here, come on.
Yeah. Sure.
Lee goes ahead, pulls off the boot, takes a look at his foot.
It's wet. Like it's just completely covered in water. You know when you've been in a shower for a long time and your legs get all pruny and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So I'm going to take a look at this boot. Does it look waterproof?
Yeah. It also looks waterlogged.
Why were you walking in the ocean?
I wasn't!
Okay,
I walked
so
on the beach, I didn't walk in the ocean. I'm not an idiot.
just playing up your whole trouble with friends like these. Lee is going to go, so what's this then? And upend the boot onto your knee. Water.
Now his legs are just soaked now.
God damn it.
Yeah, Edward. What you feel is you're now the rest of your legs are starting to fall asleep here.
That made it worse, damn it!
Wait, what?
Yeah! It's like whatever got touched is now like falling asleep with that water. I don't know.
Gonna quickly look around to see if anyone is menacing at us.
There's no anime around you.
Olivia's standing, looking over Lee at Edward, like writhing around on the ground, deeply
He's
ashamed.
sitting on a bench. He's not like writhing on the ground.
He's sitting on a bench with his legs just falling asleep. Wow, if this keeps up, he'll be like more like Malvolio than ever.
Oh god.
It begins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, going to go ahead and, his legs appear to be falling asleep wherever the water is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and use some ancient Chinese secrets known as pressure points to try and get some life back into his legs.
Hi. Oh.
So, that will be... That's a +6 altogether.
Okay. So, you use what your knowledge is. You jab into his legs. He only feels pressure, obviously, because his legs are asleep. He's probably like, more from the actual leg than more like the actual thing. And suddenly a gush of water pours out of the out of what looks to be his legs themselves, until he's basically completely dry. And now it's just now you just created like a weird puddle all over the thing. Now Edward,
Lee looks at his hands and goes, "First time they've done that."
Now Edward, you know pruning, right? You know how you getting pruning is because your body has more water than it needs, and so it looks all weird because it. Think of the inverse of that. Your legs are now wrinkled from a lack of water.
You're all shriveled up.
The fuck is that?
Mummy leg syndrome.
Well, let's go with trouble to start with.
Oh, shit.
Lee looks back at him and goes, "How high up does that go?"
Just to my kneecap.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, only got a little over, just whatever splashed over. It's all about what the water landed on.
It's a good thing I didn't decide to drop it in your lap. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Jesus.
That would have been hilarious. Shrinkage! It's just shrinkage!
So, Elaine's gonna look around because this is fishy as fuck.
Say that again.
Notes.
And
I mean flashcards. Sorry, flashcards. Clearly.
Flashcard.
she's
So
going
what's her
to,
flashcard?
yeah, she's gonna pull out her knife and an apple again.
Uh-huh.
And so, casually not trying to look armed, but definitely being so. And she's gonna scan for people.
Okay, roll me careful.
All right.
-1. Giant red beams of light shoot out of your eyes as you slowly scan the area.
Total of 3, which is my base. But
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look into your character sheet because I like looking at things, and I also haven't carried it out, so I actually don't have a list of people's stunts. I just have a list of people's everything. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was just making sure for a thing. Okay, what did you say that it was? +3?
Yeah, it's a +3.
Okay. Let me just... Oh! That was almost a 6, and then it made a 1. Because I rolled terribly on that one. Jesus Christ, that's terrible. So you had a +3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you see something weird. Like, the water, the puddle of water on the pier is moving.
Hmm.
Messy.
Yeah.
Towards Olivia.
It's moving towards Olivia.
Yes.
It is
She's gonna turn and glare at Ophelia and point at the moving puddle and be like, "Was this your doing?"
Ophelia?
Olivia.
Is that what you said?
Ophelia!
I didn't know we were in Hamlet.
Ophelia is currently being dragged away by a group of watchers right now.
No, that was just a name slip, but yeah, Olivia. Is this your doing?
Before I answer, Olivia's gonna can she roll careful to see if she can see anyone in the area around us?
I mean, yeah, you can make the same roll.
Might be the culprit. Okay.
If Edward wasn't panicking at the time, he would make a roll, but he's panicking too much.
It's a total of a 1, so I'm not gonna learn any new information.
Yeah, no, it's the same people as before. Just no one seems to notice the anything.
So Olivia shakes her head as she looks down at the puddle and stops it for the.
I mean, it is a puzzle. Congratulations, there's a puzzle involved.
She is going to try and box it up with her stand, but you said it was cloudy. So is there a? Is it too cloudy?
I'll roll just for you, zombie. I'll roll to see if it's too cloudy. It's too cloudy.
Okay.
You have to find light your own way.
That's fine.
And confirming that it...
That felt so disappointing. I'm so sorry, zombie.
Yeah, because it's been... we figured out that it's not anybody that's here. Elaine's gonna, do a double take at it. See if she can find out anything more.
I stare at the moving puddle. Tell me more.
Not at the puddle. Do a more intense ground scan for nearby entities, particularly at the pier.
Okay.
Is it a fish with a stand? That's what it's going to be, isn't it?
maybe it's a crab getting revenge for its brothers getting taken and eaten by the other part of the group.
Oh no, it's crab battle.
I'm looking for people that are looking at us
Crab.
on the pier.
We're the rats. We are the rats. Roll careful.
Total of +4.
Wow. That's a thing. Okay, there's that. God, I'm rolling terribly today. What is this? What is this? I'm rolling neutrals or negatives. I need to replace these dice in the next break. What the heck is going on here?
Oh boy.
Okay. So, what you end up seeing is... So what you see is the usual staff, ice cream cone guy, people working at the Ferris wheel, a person at a hot dog stand, like a hot dog booth stand thing.
It's him.
It's what?
Oh god, it's the stagnant cart water.
Yeah, totally. It's my stand for the hot dog water. Limp Biscuit, everyone. No, there's a hoop game, all sorts of those things. The clown game where you fire water at a clown and then it has a balloon and it pops and then you're like, hey, you win. All those. There's also a couple of people staring at Edward as they walk past because he's screaming about his legs being shriveled up.
But nobody paying extra careful attention to us.
No, not from what you see. It doesn't seem that way, is what I mean.
In, out.
We should move towards a public area.
We are in a pretty public area.
Yeah, but I
like a
mean,
bitch.
like, surrounded by multiple people instead of being out of the way, but in sight of other people.
I was
Olivia is
getting
watching the slime
closer.
puddle slowly crawling towards her.
Yeah.
Because this is unnatural, and so it's probably somebody coming for our cards.
And you want to bring civilians into this?
No, I want to get closer to them so they'll have to reveal themselves in such a way, but also make it.
I'm going to compel
They're less
the
likely
fact
to
that
survive.
you don't let civilians.
They're
you
less
don't
likely
involve
to
civilians.
Yeah, they're
That's
less
what I
likely
was
to
trying to
attack.
imply if I didn't have the point to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Graham, Morath, I'm going to compel your we don't involve civilians, that you want to keep this the fuck away from civilians at all costs.
In fact, you may want to even get farther from civilians.
Yeah, you want to get the hell away from civilians. You want to make this as far away from them as possible so that there's no chance civilians get hurt. Do you want to accept the compelled or not?
I'll accept it.
Okay.
It's like you're right. Actually, I was thinking that other people thought like I did and wanted to attack in a civilian zone. Come on, let's move back towards the car and try to bring this into the outskirts of the beach.
It's a little difficult. I'm not sure if I can walk or not.
Anyone want to use forceful to carry him?
Oh shit, Edward's here. Fuck.
What? What's the problem?
The weakest
Nothing.
of all.
Okay.
What do you mean? It means everyone will target him instead of us.
Actually, I'm going to put one hand on Edward and make him less dense.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
So that
will
I can
help,
assist.
since I only got a
That's
plus
pretty
1
good.
forceful.
Yeah, so you can roll to assist.
Would that be careful or
You'd probably
like what kind of manipulation would it be?
Well, here's the thing: are you trying to do it rapidly before the thing can get here, or are you trying to, or like, Belial, do you think that like they have time to do this like leisurely, or that they have to like he has to rush it, or she has to rush
Well, it
it?
depends on what Elaine thinks.
Well, Elaine's doing this as kind of a
Yeah, like,
planned
well-
action to help them carry Edward quicker.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like,
Okay, then
yeah, it's this would
roll
probably
quick.
be quick.
Okay.
So what you're doing here is essentially you're making a aspect which Kate can then use to get a +2 on his roll to carry Edward.
It's
There.
+3 on the quick.
Okay, you make him lighter. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, yeah.
Edward, do
is
you want to
now lighter.
resist? No.
No, so Edward, you know, like there's now the aspect on the board that is essentially Edward is lighter than air, or like light as a feather, and Kate can use that free compel to get
Yeah,
a
so
+2.
I'll go ahead and tag that one. That'll bring me up to a +4 for forceful.
Could you make something so light that it floats to the to the furthest out gases in the atmosphere?
It would take a while. Take some effort. And depends on how dense it is already, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the way, this aspect, even though it's been used for free compel already, it does still exist. So
yeah.
no.
Mm-hmm.
So just writing it down in the chat so that like you guys remember that this is a thing. Anyone can compel this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olivia, the water's about to touch your feet.
Olivia jumps back. She does a Dark Souls dodge.
She just presses B. No directions, everyone. Does she have the backflip ring on?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, but so you pick up Ed, and where specifically are you gonna rush to?
We're gonna rush
Maybe-
back to the RV so that we can drive it down the beach further to see if they reveal themselves.
Okay.
Also, that's where my character's binoculars would be. So,
All right. You can
Well,
do that.
Yeah. Edward's just gonna shoot a quick message to MC8. No, he doesn't have it. He's gonna send a message to Sonny because he has the number, saying, "If you need the car, we're borrowing it real quick."
Yeah. And we'll get back to the conversation while y'all get to the RV. While y'all are rushing through a populated area to get to the RV.
Yeah.
I thought that our RV was away from the populated thing because we were at the pier, but it was in the parking lot.
Well, yeah, but we still have to get off of the pier and just people on the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
I don't
Yeah,
care
well-
if you care about not involving civilians. Lee is not jumping in the ocean after evil water has attacked.
Yeah,
That's fair enough.
Turns out the ocean is the stand.
Oh God!
You've been attacked by the floor.
You've been attacked by Ocean Man.
The
This was a
floor is
whole new thing.
lava.
Yeah.
Take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand.
And moving along.
Yeah. Anyway, so Malvolio gives a call to the to Jacqueline and Allison's phone line.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay,
Hi.
so
Do you want to say something, Duhad?
Blue, who picks up the phone?
Oh, it's Jacqueline.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Sonny makes sure it actually sits back down in the at this time, anyways, at
Alright.
the table. Hi. Hello. Who's this?
Hello, is this, I'm looking for Allison.
This is her house.
And Malvolio, puts his
Jacqueline.
mouth over the receipt.
Yeah,
Jacqueline. I'm also looking for Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Allison's out with her girlfriend.
Okay, well that's, look, I don't really know how to say this, so I'm just going to come out and say it. I have been told that you are in contact with my deceased sister.
Who?
Madison?
Madison. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. The feral one.
Yes. I'm calling to ask, how is it that you've kept in contact with her? Is there a way I can contact her myself?
Dion's watch.
Thank you for the advice, but I would like to know who that is, and if I could perhaps get my hand on this watch.
My uncle.
Yeah, like looking at the increasingly frustrated expression on Malvolio's face, MCA just starts nodding, going like, yeah.
Every time something disappointing happens, another frown
Yeah,
thing forms on his
yeah.
forehead. Furrow forms on his forehead. Okay. Does Allison have a mobile number that I could contact?
This is her mobile number.
Oh, okay.
False.
Look, is there a way you could perhaps mail this Dion's watch to me, or I could somehow we could meet up perhaps after the race or even during the race so that I could get my hands on this watch?
I had to talk to Allison.
Right. Just so that we're both on the same level here, I am talking about my dead sister who I haven't seen in 5 years.
What's your name?
What's my name or what's her name?
Yeah. What's your name? She already knows Madison.
Right, yeah, but I couldn't hear which one you're asking. My name is Malvolio. I'm here
You're not
with
you're not
MCA.
with the order, right?
I'm here with MCA.
Or the waves.
Obviously, it's not visual,
Yeah, no, I know,
so
I know.
you wait for no reason.
Yeah, I know. She waits for literally no reason.
Man, if only we had younger members, then we would have people screaming over the phone, "Pass the weed," and like stupid things like that.
God.
Sonny, don't say those sorts of things.
Pass the weed. Oh, Malvolio. Oh, Malvolio.
Malvolio,
Look,
Malvolio, wherefore art thou, Malvolio?
If you're not willing to help me, could you get Allison to call me back when she's free next?
I can help.
That would be great. Please, how can you help?
I might be able to send you a thing.
A thing? That's exactly what I want, I think.
Poor Edward.
This is the bad.
Yeah, MCA just sort of like rolls her head back and starts sighing audibly, like, God.
Okay. It'll probably take a few days if I send you a watch. Where are you?
A watch, so there are multiple.
Ah.
And this is when we realize that the real reason that the breakup happened between my previous character and this woman is that she's boring and stoned all the time.
I don't know, bomb face.
In 3 days, I will be at this location. He gives the city that he'll be in 3 days.
Okay. Talk with Allison. Bye. Hangs up. Without even like getting
Wait,
response.
I talk to Allison? Or
No.
The phone's already hung up.
Phone's already hung up.
MCA sighs again. So, Jacqueline, then?
yes, that was Jacqueline. Yes.
Yeah, I'm genuinely, like, I've met her in person. I'm still not convinced she isn't a robot.
I can understand why, definitely.
Who?
Jacqueline.
Hang on. It's Sunny who said that.
Oh, hey, Sonny. Yeah, we were just talking about a friend of mine. Well,
Oh,
a friend of
okay.
a friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
No, more like well, I mean, like we used to work together. I used to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I getcha.
Yeah, I used
Wink.
to. Yeah. She slides her sunglasses back on. Yeah, I used to, teach her an after-school program.
Okay. That makes sense. How old are they?
They're oh god, how old is she now? They like
She'd be 32 right now.
Yeah, like 32. 32. She just recently yeah. Yeah, like the last time I saw her
One of the waitresses drops their plates on the ground.
smash. She says yeah, like the last time I saw her was at her wedding, which was like a year ago.
Huh. Hold on. That's... Okay. So... Why is Jacqueline a bad thing?
No, she isn't. She's no, she's so she is well, Allison really likes her, and as a
Okay,
friend.
so they're the ones that were married then.
No. They're I don't know what their relationship is exactly, but no, they're friends. They're very good friends. But Allison likes her a lot, and they're roommates. And I mean, there were not a lot of her friends at the wedding that I met. But I mean, Allison likes her, and Allison's. Look, the point is, she's nice. She's very nice. She's not a bad person. She's just talking to her can be hard. Some people, when you try and talk to them, they're very nice and I'm very vocal and real pleasure to talk to. And then there are other people who are a bit like talking to a post that has nothing of interest to say to you. And you kind of can't tell if it's just because they don't like you or they just don't really have a lot to talk about. And
it's so okay. I think I get that feeling. I get that same feeling when I talk about anything that I like with Edward.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
I mean, his name is Jimmy, but
no, I get you.
He didn't really care about the latest volume of what happened to in Knick Knack Adventures.
Oh my God, no! Like seriously, Sonny, kid. Let me tell you something.
Sonny Kid? Who's Kid?
Kid, Sonny Kid.
Oh,
Sonny
yeah.
Kid. Listen, like let me tell you something. Working for a boss who has a one-track mind on things is the worst.
I can get
Worst. That. Oh my God! Like I feel for you right now, kid. Like
well,
seriously.
It's not like that. Well, he's not like that the whole time. I mean, sometimes he'll talk about other things. Sometimes he'll just get angry because one of the characters in Knick Knack Adventures is named Madison. He'll just start getting really angry and grumble to himself sometimes when I say it.
Let me tell you something. My old workplace, every year around the Oscar season, it was just like, you just didn't even want to go in because every single day was just endless rants about how the whole thing was rigged and how, it's all just crap getting awards these days and how it's not about him because it's never about him. It's just about how the whole system is fucking terrible. But it's about him. It's... I'm going to get into this argument right now. I'm not even going to go into it. Because I'm just going to rant.
At least with a one-track mind, they're predictable. Malvolio says, you have no idea what it's like to work alongside someone who's constantly got their mind on 1,000 different things. It's a nightmare. You can never keep up with them.
I know, right?
God.
Ugh.
No, sorry.
Poor Edward.
Check, please. I'll pay for it.
Who owns Knick Knack Adventures?
Who?
Who owns Knick Knack Adventures?
Well,
Is it
the Medusa Company, obviously. At least the merchandising of it is owned by Medusa Corp.
Then it might not be a coincidence that they're named Madison, I guess.
Yes. It's amazing. Okay, so we're at the hour mark. We're actually got a bit over it. So why don't we take a break here, and then we'll reopen next time with the continuing fight on the beach.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So we're gonna take a little break, but for those of you at home, we'll see you guys in the next video. Be right back.